Good morning everyone, we are out and about in the garden. It is the month of June. Let us see where we're up to. What have we got growing? Have we actually harvested anything from the garden yet? Let's take a look. Potatoes are doing amazingly well. We've started to get some flowering on this one, which is unsurprising as this was the very first one that we planted. So we will be probably pulling some of those up relatively soon, not too soon, as we were just given about 10 kilos of potatoes, so we'll be using those up first. Up here we actually have strawberries growing. There is going to be quite a few on here. This is amazing. Look at those, so cool. Can't wait to come out here and start picking those. And the other one is doing, in fact it's doing a little bit better. Look at all those. That's amazing. Right, moving on into the main garden. We're actually having a semi-sunny day today. So last time we did not have the tomato plants out. They were still upstairs, but they have all been planted out. So we've got a little cluster of tomatoes here. Move past the flowers. And then we have got some more tomatoes here. And I'm sure I've even seen, well, we've got flowers on these ones. I'm sure I've seen a tomato somewhere. This one, look, look. Shouldn't be too long now. I've got more tomatoes here. I did just pull out some carrots that were going to be thinned out and popped them in there just to see what would happen. Over here, more tomatoes. And in these pots I've put some lettuce in the space to see if we can utilise the leftover space. All the berries are growing amazingly well. Everything is coming into life. Even got some, and you see, oh, there we go, starting to ripen up. So these I'm going to start harvesting within the next week. These will all be going straight into the freezer because we get so many of them. Okay, pan around, let's zoom out slightly. There we go. So in the main raised beds we have got our carrots doing brilliantly, some tomatoes in the middle, rogue potato, and our beetroot down there doing brilliantly. I can pull these covers back now because it's filled in enough that Smarty's not going to use this bed or this bed as his toilet. So we've got our lettuce doing brilliantly well. I've been harvesting loads off this. Rogue potato, more tomatoes, spinach doing brilliantly, more rogue potatoes. If you watch my last video, I think I talked about how we dug out these beds with potatoes in them, but we must have left some behind that have decided to come back to life. What I'm thinking of doing here and on this first row of spinach is using a lot of that up quicker and then planting in some more seeds so that we've got like a rolling program of spinach and lettuce. This bed was the one in the last video that had the weed problem. I didn't end up replanting. I just spent a long time pulling the weeds out. Me and Chris spent ages doing that. More tomatoes. So this is the Leek and Onion Bed. Just going to see how those get on. On the trees, we're doing really good. The cherry tree has got some cherries on there, not quite ready yet. Apples, we're definitely getting some in there. You can see. Gooseberries, I'm probably going to start picking these this weekend because those are ready to go. Blueberries, a few more weeks for those. Rhubarb, as you can see, compared to the last video, we have been harvesting that. If you look on my channel, you will see that I have made a rhubarb and lentil dal using some of this rhubarb. I've also made a rhubarb pie, but I've not uploaded that video yet. If you're interested in me popping that one on, let me know. That uses some of last year's rhubarb and some of this year's rhubarb. So the garden is amazingly green and luscious and gorgeous. So I am really looking forward to harvesting even more crops from the garden over the summer. It just makes your plate feel nicer when you have a plate of food that you've grown yourself. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you've spotted any issues in the garden. Oh! Stink's going mental. There's a squirrel just run over the fence. Yeah, let me know if you spotted anything. Was there any diseases I've missed or any ideas that you've got that I could do to make my plants grow even better? Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Those of you who've joined me on my journey, I really appreciate you. It's great to see all your comments. There are so many of you who comment every single video, and it is so lovely to have that connection with you. I'll see you next time.